Hey you guys, today I'm going to do Preachers of LA, Season 2, Episode 11. It's going to be real quick and simple to the point. Because to me, this was a really not... It was a boring episode. It was a really boring episode. If I missed something, like I said, it wasn't too much to it. We got to see Bishop McClendon this episode. Can we please have this, let this be his last season, because I don't understand. He's not participating with the men, interacting with the men on the show, and then he's probably been only like 3 episodes, and it's been 11 episodes. So why is he here? I don't know. Or either why is he in the opening credits like he's a part of the show when he's not. This time we get to see him in Atlanta, Georgia. He's out there for like some business or whatever, preaching. But he's also get to see his daughter and her fiance. They're getting ready to get married. So he just really want to talk to them, see where they at and all this kind of stuff. And he's feeling some kind of way, I guess, because this is his only daughter. Excuse me, my son in the background, and y'all know he's sick, so excuse the coughing in the background. But he ended up talking to them or whatever. They first have dinner, then he ended up meeting her at the pool, and they talked, and then he ended up meeting with the fiance by himself. He told the fiance that he's extending him a line of credit. First he got the blue card, he got to work up to a black card. And I get that. That being your son, I get that or whatever. My son taking his temperature. I'm telling y'all, when he's sick, he's dramatic. But anyway, what'd it say?
7.4.
Okay, see, we're going so far, so that's good. So anyway, back to what I was saying. The daughter, she like her man. They cool with each other. I'm telling you, that part was just so boring to me. But I get what he's doing, trying to fill out the dude and be a father. But it's just something about his daughter was giving me this tease, like, now you want to play daddy? That's what kind of she was giving me, but I'm not sure. But he ended up talking to the son, and well, he talked to the daughter, and he's content with her or whatever, and how she felt about getting married. You know, she has the thing of, you know, when you get married, you have, you know, these certain questions or whatever about, you know, are you doing the right thing? You're marrying somebody that won't be that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. So you just want to make sure it's going to be right. So they you know, have their little conversation. He talked to the son, the fiance, and they kind of, you know, he was just trying to give him this thing, because they talked about how men don't really be, they know what they want, but they really don't be settled into who they are and what they want until they hit 30. And I have said that before on a previous video, on how people be talking about guys as, well, they're young and they need to grow up and all that. And I always say, like, your age doesn't define your maturity. It really doesn't. But yeah, when you get to 30 as a man, at that time in your life, you kind of know what you want, who you want to be with, stuff like that. Unless you just, you know, because even if you if you a hoe bag, you know that's what you want to do when you're 30. You know, if you want to be in a relationship, you don't want to be in a relationship, you content with your lifestyle, stuff like that when you're 30. So I get that, and how he was telling the young man how, you know, when you young and he was kind of saying, like, with the girl, like, it's easy to stray when you trying to be successful. It's easy, you know how men sleep with their secretaries or whatever. So he was just trying to give him like manly advice on that kind of situation, and I thought that was really cool. The young man ended up asking, can he marry the daughter, you know, doing a respectful thing, even though I thought it was a little bit too late for that part. But, you know, they came to some kind of agreement. Okay, fine. The rest of this episode was about Bishop, what's his name, Jones, and Loretta, and her feelings about Bishop Ron Gibson, and how Bishop Ron Gibson doesn't condone their relationship, and how he hurt her feelings, and she don't know if she can forgive him, And I'm like, okay, well, why do you want him to apologize if you don't know if you can forgive him, or if you're going to keep on harboring over what he said or how he said it or fucking whatever. So they all meet up at Pastor Jay's house or whatever, and they're talking about the crusade and who's going to play what part, and Dietrich is going to be like the singer because that's what he draws. Bishop Gibson, he draws the gangster kind of people, you know, the urban like community or whatever, the hood people. He really didn't have no thing to say about Pastor Cheney. So he just was like, oh, he's gonna bring in the younger crowd, and Pastor Jay, he said gonna bring in like the athletes and all that. And I'm sitting there like, what athletes he know? We ain't never seen him with no athletes. We seen him with a rock star musician or whatever, but we ain't seen him with no athlete. So then Bishop Jones brings up the beef between Loretta and Bishop Gibson, and they basically come to an agreement because Bishop Gibson was like, I apologize. I don't condone y'all bullshit, but I apologize if I made you feel some kind of way. Because to me, Loretta tried to play the victim up in there, and she started crying and all this. But I'm like, you guys never heard her side of her being defensive towards him, her getting smart with him, stuff like that. But, you know, she played victim in front of everybody, so everybody got on her side, and he apologized. Like he said to his wife later on in the show, he don't apologize for what he said. He just apologized for how he said it and him hurting her feelings. And then, you know, he had a talk with his wife, and, you know, she just was saying, we can't be judgmental, let God deal with that, yada, yada, yada. And I get that. Because I'm so tired of hearing about them, too. I can care less. I don't care if Loretta was on the show, if she's not on the show. My thing is, you wanted him to marry you 2 weeks ago, but since Bishop says something about it, then it's a problem. I mean, I understand everybody saying Bishop shouldn't, it's not his place, it's not his business, or whatever, but when you working with somebody, you don't want to be working with nobody that you don't condone what they're doing, especially in the church era. So I get both sides of it. I get her saying stay out of my business, but then I get why he in her business. But who cares? Because can't nobody tell me they not having relations, so who cares? The last thing on the thing was I want to talk about was Pastor Cheney's wife, Maisha. She meets up with her brother. He wants to do a song with her, so her husband encouraged her to do a song with him. That song that he was playing for her at the beginning was whack. Him talking about legs open and people being wet. And I'm sitting there like her, like, she's a church lady. What made you think she either want to hear that or sing that? Why are you rapping when you look like you 45, my dude? Like, why? I don't get it. You don't need to be a rapper, a writer, a producer, an engineer. No. Get another job. Because that shit was horrible. She go to the studio with him. They do another song because she wasn't down with that song. And she said no cussing. But if she can play editor or whatever, then she'll do a song with him. So she go to the studio, knock out this song with him. The song seemed cool on her part. His part, I was like, we could do without. But her part, I like. They end up performing the song for the family at a family gathering or whatever. And like I said, her part was good. His part was whack. That first verse he did was okay. But that second, that freestyle part at the end, don't do that again. But, hey, she was working with her brother, and it gave them time to be around each other and do something with each other. So, hey, I can get that, but no. Then Pastor Cheney talked to his mom and brother, and he's happy they getting along and everybody cool. But it's still something off with that relationship. I was looking at them and their facial expressions. It's something still off with that whole little situation. But that's all I got for Preachers of LA. Sorry it was quick to the point, simple, whatever. But like I said, it was a really boring episode, but I had to get it out. Tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Make sure you check out Mike B's Truth Seeker 5000. The Nix. I didn't even know she had a channel. I knew she was a subscriber of mine, and she always, you know, comment and stuff like that, but I never knew she had a channel. But she has a channel, so you guys go check out The Nix, and she talks about Preachers of LA. So check her out. Let her know I sent you guys to her channel. Get her numbers up. And also check out Ashley Miller. Even though she doesn't do Preachers of LA, you guys know I'm still support her anyway. Some More Love TV also do Preachers of LA. And that's all I have. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, Xbox Live, everything, Twitter. Everything I do is by The Ghetto View. THA, not THE. And I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, peace out.